Welcome to Studio Sessions. Presented by Arts Access Florida and Jazz at WUSF, we bring local musicians into our studio where they perform short, intimate live sets. I'm Warren Buchholz, Jazz brand manager and curator. On today's episode, I feature the Alnord Quartet with...
Hi, my name is Alnord. I play the drums, and I'm the band leader.
Hi, my name is Nic Hoffer, and I sing.
My name is Ruben Davila. I play the bass guitar.
My name is Strauser. I play tenor saxophone.
I'm Eric Zabala, and I play the vibraphone.
They play 3 songs today. Soulful by Roy Hargrove, Timeline by Russell Ferranti, and Skip Step by Nate Smith. I hope you enjoy the Alnord Quartet. Awesome. Well, thanks again for being here today. First question to Rod. How did your band come together?
Man, I started just kind of like playing with each of these guys in different like projects. Ruben was the first person out of this group that I played with. I think Ruben like discovered me or something. So, there was like a poster. There was like a drummer wanted poster at USF, and it was Ruben's number. I was a sophomore at the time, and I called it, and it was Ruben, and we met up in one of those practice rooms. Right. And I've known Ruben ever since. He's a really, really good friend of mine. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, we've done miscellaneous stuff together like all the time, and then I mean, Ross and I were roommates. Mm-hmm. We've done projects. I did his big band project. So he's a composer, fantastic composer. And obviously a great player. And so I was thinking of, who could I have for this? I think that he brings in like a different perspective to the group. Nicole, I work with her. I've done some stuff. Have we ever played together outside of this?
Outside of right now?
Outside of the band.
We had like that Christmas gig.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I wanted a vocalist, somebody who's like on my age group, somebody I could talk to and be cool and vibe with. So Nicole and obviously Eric, we were in this other group together for a bit on the Barker project. I was like, man, this guy's nuts. He was like transcribing Snarky Puppy, like, and I was like, man, I really want somebody who's innovative like that, the vibraphone and just a different sound. So I kind of just threw everybody together,
How do you choose which songs to perform?
For me, a lot of the tunes we do is just kind of like tunes that I've heard and it's kind of perked my ears. For me, I like playing jazz is really about like positive music and like expression and stuff like that. So I usually try to find who inspires me. Like Nate Smith, we play a couple of his tunes. The Yellow Jackets is one of my favorite bands of all time. I listen to them all the time, just going back. So I think we have one of their tunes in there. And some other guys that I've like, man, this music is really cool and it's joyous. So that's kind of how I go about programming the tunes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have you written or composed any original tunes under this band? Or
not yet? I've written some stuff in the past, but I haven't gone back and brought them yet. So it's a plan of mine to get back to writing and to get back to like bringing in some original music. Hopefully, like a year or two down the line, I could start doing some original Rod stuff. It's probably gonna be more of the same, Yeah.
Let's open it up to the four of you. What's been your experience like working with Rod with his band?
Don't all speak at once.
I kind of like forced my way into this because we worked together at a music school. And I guess, you've probably heard me sing at the school like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And you would always come by and say the thing that we always hate when people say. You'd always tell me, I got to get you on something.
What's the school you'll work at?
Tampa Music
Tampa
School.
Music School, yeah. It's South Tampa.
It's great.
Yeah.
Sign your kids up. Drums and voice and piano. So I wanted to just squeeze my way into this because Rod's like a really, really nice guy. I think everyone in the community thinks that. And honestly, the biggest thing that you can bring to a bandstand is a good personality. And the fact that Rod is also like one of the most amazing drummers in our demographic in this city and I would say state. I definitely wanted to be a part of it. And you know what I'll say, and maybe I speak for everyone, that it's been pretty true to what I thought it would be. Rod's a great band leader. He's really kind, really respectful, super fun to work with, and he picks really interesting, challenging tunes.
Yeah. I've worked with Rod on a bunch of different projects, and he's kind of one of my top called drummers for my band. So, we kind of help each other out with gigs on our own projects. But I was going to say, going off what Nicole said, he picks really interesting music and really challenging music that's definitely forced me out of my comfort zone a little bit. And because I'm not used to playing that style of music, I'm kind of a more traditional jazz musician, I would say, and just enjoy playing standards. So playing all this crazy mixed meter stuff definitely put me out of my comfort zone in a good way. So
what does a practice session look like?
Yeah, usually I like send the tunes over and I have them take a listen to it. In terms of practice, I've kind of find this like, so the jam session that we do at Ella's. So for a long time, I would like slowly like I'll throw like a hard tune in there, and then we'll play it a couple times at Ella's. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like go through it, get the nerves out, and then I kind of use that as kind of like, hey, we're gonna try some new tunes here, new tunes there, and then we usually play them on the smaller gigs, the chiller gigs, and then when we have like a big show, we obviously got to go through everything. So we don't practice on a regular basis, but because we get to play with each other, a decent amount of times, I'm able to throw in some of the harder stuff with some of the easier stuff, so everybody kind of gets comfortable before we do like a recording or like a show or something like that.
Cool. That's cool. Can you talk more about the Ella's gig? Is that once a month?
Yeah, so that's a jam session. I did a jam session before, and I was like, man, it would be really cool to have a jam session kind of geared to the younger folks. I literally asked my friends, I was like, if I run a jam session, will you guys show up? They're like, yeah, we'll come through. So I started hitting up some places, like Shuffle, Ella's, some other places in the area. And Ella's picked it up, and I've been doing it since, I think, last February. So once a month, we come out, we jam. It's from 8 to 11 p.m. It's a really, really fun time. High schoolers come by. We have the older guys coming through. So it's
nice.
I never really know who I'm going to see there. I mean, obviously people come on a regular basis, but it's the third Wednesday of every month.
Third Wednesday.
So whatever day, I mean, it's always Wednesday, but whatever date that is when we'll be there. Ella's is a perfect spot, man. There's food. It's a really great environment. The people really enjoy it.
So you perform basically all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to combat this, I guess, perception of what jazz is. Like it's stuffy. It sounds like elevator music. It's pretentious, highbrow. Like through your shows or through your the venues you work at, how do you find a way to infuse more like a younger feel to jazz? I guess in what ways do you help make jazz accessible to a wider audience?
Yeah, I think for me, my identity as a drummer is kind of what sets me apart. I remember when I was in school, I was, trying to find my way. Like, how do I differentiate myself? And I don't think I did it on purpose. It just kind of happened. I'm a left-handed drummer, so just
there you go.
By being a lefty, I already play differently. Like I don't approach the drum set the way that a right-handed player would. I'm from Haiti, so there's the whole Caribbean thing. My teacher used to say that I have like this Haitian thing. I didn't know what it meant, but he's like, you got that Haitian thing. But I think it's like my feel and just kind of like how I approach drumming. It's really kind of, explosive sometimes. It can be explosive, but it can be kind of dynamic. I really try to listen to everybody and everybody across as I play. So interacting with soloists, interacting with other rhythm section players as it's happening, So I think I market this group as kind of like this high energy, Latin, fusion, swing type of band. And we do play standards, It's not always crazy. So I think it's a little different. It's a piece for everybody. And I always look like I'm having super fun, like a lot of fun because I am. I really enjoy playing. So I think people see that in my playing and how we play. So I think that is what catches people, whether they're seeing me at Ella's or at a show or if we're just doing like a regular, like restaurant gig or something like that. Yeah.
Cool. Can we go around the room? Pretty rapid fire. What would be your top tip for a younger musician who's just started that you would give them that you wish you had known when you first started that would have made your life easier in the long run of your careers? What's that top tip you would give somebody?
Lean into what you're not good at. Just whatever is hard, whatever is difficult for you to do, focus on that, still have fun, but like try your best to like work on the things that you don't really like doing. That's been invaluable for me.
That's a good advice. Yeah.
On the other side of that, I think if you want to make it as a musician, you have to like learn your fundamentals, you have to learn your scales, you have to learn your music theory. But the other side of that is you need to make sure you're still having fun and do the things that you enjoy doing in the world of music. Save time for the fun stuff always.
I guess also kind of along Ruben's point, I was going to say like actually kind of know what your strengths are too. And sometimes you can actually, I guess, know what your goals are and go and see if your goals align with your strengths. And if they do, then maybe you make your own group or you do whatever you want to do. But yeah, I would just say have clear goals. Maybe that's a more concise thing. Yeah.
I don't know. Probably like listen more, play less. If you're doing jazz, right? Fewer notes go a really long way. I think a lot of young musicians are really obsessed with like finding their sound, but your sound is who you are. So as long as you're really secure in who you are, listen
and transcribe.
I think I was going to say, I get students all the time that are like, I need to find my sound. And it's like, no, I always tell them your sound finds you.
Yeah.
When you, because it's from who you listen to, whatever artist you're checking out, like that's where your sound comes from.
Yeah. Jazz is a conversation. So like, if you're so like egocentric about it and like really hounding yourself about like, I need to be this person on the stage, and you're kind of missing like the whole point, which is just to talk to your friends through your instrument.
Yeah. I would say one thing though, I think the biggest thing is to just like diversify. It might be because I'm a drummer, so I have this like 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 my instrument specifically, like you have to be able to play a lot of different styles. So like already because of that, I've gotten into like, you know, like country. Like I never thought I'd really play country, but you know what I'm saying? So like play country or just play all different types of stuff, you know, like learn your Latin music, be able to play an odd meter, you know, be able to do a lot. The cool stuff is like I want to say Robert Glasper stuff is really kind of like taking over like the drunk beat type stuff, you know, the Dilla, which is something I really want to, you know, get into, but just be able to do what's hip at the time, you know what I'm saying? And for God's sakes, learn piano.
Yeah, seriously.
Just learn it as soon as you can, like just out the moon, learn piano. It's gonna help you in every way possible.
So yeah, I had to take a piano class in like 5th grade, and it was the worst thing in the world.
Take
and
it seriously.
I wish I had stuck with it.
Every musician says that because like when I had to take 2 years of piano in college, and I messed around the whole time and didn't pay attention, and that's like one of my biggest regrets from undergrad was not taking that class seriously.
It's super important. I mean, as a drummer, whatever instrument you play, I mean, obviously there's the theory side of it. Is your ears get better. If you want to do production, that helps out. If you're taking lessons, everybody wants to learn piano. Mm-hmm. So I mean, you could earn money just like by having some basic knowledge on the piano.
That's me, man. I teach piano at it's called Beretta Music Academy in Clearwater. I also teach percussion and drums there too. But like, there's a lot of people and I'm not a very amazing piano. I mean, I'm fine, but like, if you just know your theory and basic, I mean, gosh, I mean. I at first I was actually not going to do it, but actually one of my friends, he said, you should talk to the owner, and I did. I'm glad.
It's a hack, man. It's a hack. And I think that piano teachers can charge a good amount, you know what I'm saying? People are going to, because, you know, they want their kids. Nothing's cooler than hearing your kids play Mozart or whatever. So it's harder with drums. I think it's harder with like, you know, banging and whatnot. But piano is the way to go. Just in all aspects, just try to learn it as early as you can. Now, not to say that you shouldn't focus on your own instrument. Just this is like a supplemental, you know, instrument to have just in your bag, I would say.
So there's a lot of teachers in the room, right? Teachers. How has being able to teach people made you better as a musician? How would you say?
Man, if you're able to teach it, that means you really know it, right? Like especially some of these, well, I teach a lot of little kids sometimes, and like I have to like think of different ways to say the same thing. And it's like, I know it's hard to relate that to like this complex jazz theory and stuff, but actually, you know, like if you're able, like I guess just like the first thing I said, if you're able to explain it in multiple ways, like then you have to think about other concepts and think, wait, like actually I just did this one lesson, not to a little kid, but older person. I was going over like diminished stuff. And I'm like, I don't really know this stuff. So it made me go into, I'm like, wow, I'm learning just as much as you. So, but yeah, just a funny thing there.
I think for me, it like, kind of like what Eric said, it makes me learn what my weaknesses are, especially because like I teach music theory and ear training at HCC. So it was interesting because I hadn't really thought about music theory in that way since I took that class years ago. And so it forced me to have to like go back and relearn a lot of like terminology within classical music theory, because it'll be like concepts that I use every single day as a composer. But I just don't remember like what the actual function of it is or what the terminology is. So I had to, you know, kind of figure that out the hard way the first semester I was teaching those classes. And then like with composition too, I teach composition at USF, and that's been a big learning curve for me with how to actually teach composition. I feel like I have to like study more and learn more to like make sure I can like comprehensively teach those types of concepts, which are pretty abstract. And it always is hard to like teach abstract concepts like within the world of composition. So
yeah, I think teaching, I tutor math mostly at HCC, but I also tutor music theory. So I have more experience on the math side than the theory. But I can say that whenever I'm trying to teach someone something, I really have to like turn on my listening brain. And if anything, teaching really teaches you how to become a good listener and how to kind of like evaluate where somebody is. Like you just have to become really good at relating to others and kind of understanding, okay, what is it that you need from me, and how can I give this to you? On top of just strengthening like a lot of fundamental knowledge, I really get a lot of joy out of rerunning concepts that I hadn't studied since college. Much like how Ross was saying, I haven't thought about like part writing since I took that class, but it does kind of help reinforce ideas that you kind of take for granted every day as a musician, I would say. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, teaching's like literally probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. I started doing it in college because I was a real estate agent. And I hated it. And I was just trying to do it to like appease whatever thing. And I got this teaching job. And literally there's this horrible saying, those who can't teach, incorrect way to look at teaching. Teaching absolutely takes who you are and just 180 changes everything about you. It makes you kinder. It makes you more thoughtful. It makes you, it's because it's always your fault. When you're teaching, everything is your fault, right?
Yeah.
Eric was saying like, oh, you really have to like think about how to explain things to these kids in 1,000 different ways.
So you really have to have a lot of patience.
Yeah, you do.
yeah.
And then, I mean, hello,
yeah.
that immediately translates to performing with your friends, because instead of being the guy at the jam session who spends all of his time alone practicing, who's vibing everyone and is hard to work with, you're immediately like self-reflecting and asking yourself like what you can do better, and you learn so much teaching. I maybe I shouldn't say this, but I did not know how to play the piano when I first started teaching the piano. And now,
Sometimes.
now 5 years later, like I can sit at my at-home studio and like, plunk out some chords. I don't know. I could go on for hours about teaching. I think I want to change my answer. Every young musician should teach, because that really makes you, yeah. Tampa Music School. Bring your kids.
They're not paying us to say this stuff.
They're not.
They don't know we're here. On the flip side, I started taking lessons as an adult.
Yes.
And that also has like made me way more patient with my students as a teacher, because when you see them on a weekly basis, and it's like, man, we didn't get a chance to practice. I'm like, okay, cool. I've always been like understanding of that, because I remember back when I was in college, and when stuff like started getting like really difficult, like you had your exam, all that stuff. It's harder to plan that stuff. But now I kind of get it as a student myself, because before you blink, it's the next week, and you have to. The kids are really involved these days, man. They're like swimming. They're
Oh my god, some of my kids like
I'm
they're
like,
going
dude,
to
how do you
karate
like,
and
yeah,
and
do you
swimming
sit
the
down and
same
just
day,
like
yeah.
relax? I
They're
think
like,
parents
yeah.
are like having them do a bunch of stuff. So
They
like,
literally tell me.
They're
So they don't-
small business owners at this
yeah,
point.
like they don't have time to like do anything.
I have one thing to say about that, actually, because I remember when I was in like middle school, all I wanted to do was stay home and practice the saxophone.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, you have to have some other kind of extracurricular activity.
That's
I'm like,
important.
this is an
Yeah.
extracurricular activity. So it's like, I don't know. I'm in the camp of just like, if your kid is like serious about doing music, let them have that be their thing.
Yeah, you have to
know?
figure it out. I think if you're really young, it's fine. I think once you reach middle school, it's the time to like, because you get to be in a music program. Like I think
Right.
when you're like 5 or 8 or before, what age is middle school? Like 13?
5.
5? It's not 5, it's 12.
I feel like most 6th graders are like between like 12.
Yeah, like 12. So like
12.
once you get to like when you become a teenager, you have to kind of start taking music seriously. And I think before then it's cool. Like during the summer, you do whatever. But I think if you overload your children with a bunch of activities, and that's what I'm saying, like as an adult, like obviously you have to work, you have to pay bills, whatever. So now I'm looking at these kids, I'm like, they don't have to work or whatever, but they are involved in all these different things. So they don't have a chance to like practice as much. So then now I'm like, okay, I understand. Like,
You have to work.
Rod, where can we find your music online or more information about your shows and stuff?
I don't even have like music online, but
Yeah, you do. You have plenty of
do have music online. Some of my stuff is recorded. Yeah, I did some. It's not my music, but I played on stuff. I like Ross's music. I play on Ross. If you want to hear me play on some things, you can look up the Ross Strauser Jazz Orchestra. I'm on that. My personal stuff, like the gigs that I do, I post them on my page. So like rod.alnord on Instagram and Rod Alnord on Facebook. And then Rod Alnord Quartet is where I post the stuff for this, for this project. So I guess on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I gotta get a website together.
Studio Sessions is a product of WUSF and is sponsored by Community Foundation Tampa Bay with support from the Gobiau Foundation and from you. Thank you for your support. Today's audio was recorded by Jackson Harpe, edited by Scott Walkler, production assistance by Chandler Balkcom, Malika Hollis, Adam Darbyshire, and Alranza Romero. I'm Warren Buchholz, host. Learn more about studio sessions and jazz at WUSF by visiting WUSFjazz.org. Copyright 2025, WUSF.